How you guys holding up with everything that's going on? Obviously, I know all of our lives have kind of been flipped upside down, new routines. So, what's it been like living at home?
It's been pretty good. I mean, we've been kind of forced together a little more than we normally are, but it's been nice to kind of get to work out together, and because we've all been on different schedules for the past few years, right? With them being at Mercersburg and then Jack coming back and James going to Blair. So it's kind of cool again. It's like when we were in high school, we're just doing push-ups in the basement, stuff like that together again. Yeah, we're with our mom right now, and then we're trying to manage how much we see other people and stuff like that and self-isolate. But our dad lives just a couple streets over, so we go see him occasionally.
Yep.
But yeah, just kind of following the protocols that we've been given.
For sure. What's the grocery bill like?
Oh God, I don't know. That's definitely a question you're gonna have to ask my mom, right?
Okay.
I'm kind of scared to look at it myself, but I mean, it's mainly meat. I think that costs the most, right?
Yeah.
So that's all we eat.
How's working? Obviously, you guys are all keeping up for your fitness and all that. So, how's it going working out at home?
Um, it was going it was going really, really good because St. David's was open still, so we were running on the field and stuff. So that was awesome. But then recently they kind of closed down those fields, so we're still making it work. We have a pretty big yard behind our house, and then we got a field and stuff. So I mean a hill and stuff, so we can run hills. And I don't know, we're kind of making it work. We got a pretty good setup, so I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how are you staying connected with teammates? You guys having regular Zoom meetings or?
Yeah, our coaches actually they took the initiative of sending us out emails of with a Zoom platform, so we can all kind of continue to hold each other accountable, and that just because this kind of curveball's been thrown at us, it doesn't change our goals for next season. Even though it's not guaranteed, we still have the same end goal in mind, right? Which is a Yates. So, and James has already bought into that, so that's really good to see.
Cool. Do you guys have full team meetings, or is it just defense O, or how you guys do it?
Pretty positional.
Yeah, it's mostly positional. We've been doing, for me, I've been doing linebacker meetings once or twice a week. Just Zoom calls. It's actually pretty awesome because with Zoom, our coaches are able to share their screen with us, so we can actually watch film because they can just play the film on their screen and then share it with us, and hover around with their mouse and stuff and show us what they want to show us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So obviously, with James coming into the picture, how did you guys all become linebackers? How did that all come about?
Well, Jack was the first one to kind of start playing football, like seriously, and then James jumped in, and then I started playing in high school, and I don't know, it was just kind of that's what Jack was playing, and he had a wealth of knowledge, and it kind of just came, it was easy to pick up. We all like hitting people and tackling people and stuff, and it kind of just played into the style that a linebacker is,
I didn't even play linebacker for that long. I only started linebacker 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I played positions growing up.
Yeah.
Did you play some offense too, James?
Yeah, I played like running back and then fullback, tight end.
Okay.
The end too, but now I just switched to linebacker because
A little bit of receiver too.
Yeah, receiver.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So will you do some special teams, James? You thinking?
Yeah, whatever the coach tells
Whatever you want. Yeah. Sounds good. So tell us a bit about your commitment process. Obviously, you had a whole whack of schools interested in you NCAA. So
yeah, I was just looking at all the schools, and then obviously Waterloo's been a good, solid option back in my mind the whole time while I was looking through them. And then obviously with my injury, I didn't get the offers I was looking for, so not all the money was there when it came down to it. And obviously my family could support me if that was my end goal, but with the solid option of Waterloo, and now for me it's like very manageable financially and academically since I'm going engineering. It's a good program.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think that's a good option. And then football will come I can go to the CFL obviously from Waterloo if I play well, and if not, engineering as a degree will help me in the service field. Yeah.
Absolutely. How much of a factor did those two sitting beside you play?
No, a big factor, and my friend Justin Geck signed too as a D lineman, so that's exciting.
Yeah, we're really excited to have Justin on the team. He's going to be a big part because, you know, our offense has been lights out for a long time and our defense has been on the come up. So just adding a guy like that to our D-line is going to be huge.
Absolutely.
Especially for us playing as linebackers, right? To have a guy like that in front of us, taking up some guys so we're not getting pushed around by 300-pound, you know, O-linemen. It's a nice change, right?
For sure. Yeah, and you've seen a lot of the articles coming in the record and stuff talking about the veteran squad that you guys have. Not a lot of freshmen are going to see playing time, with James the exception and Justin maybe too. But you guys are primed for a great season this year. So talk a little bit about that and what your goals are.
Oh, well, I mean, the end goal's always the same, right? Yates and Vanier. But, you know, I remember my first year coming in, that wasn't, you know, really realistic. It was about building from the ground up, and that's what Bertoya preached. And even when Jack came in, we were looking better. We had a few wins under our belt in the program. You know, we were going 500 and stuff. But, you know, now it's, you know, anything less is a disappointment, right? In the past, it was just winning, you know, beating Laurier or beating this team was, you know, it was more than enough to be happy about, right? But now anything less than Yates and then anything less than a Vanier is unacceptable, not only in the eyes of our coaches, but also us players.
Absolutely. For sure. And Jack, obviously you had a huge first year, the OUA Rookie of the Year. Obviously last year was a tough year missing it, but you must be amped up for this season.
Yeah. Missing last year was like pretty crappy. It sucked sitting on the sideline, but obviously it was still good to be around, still get another year of knowledge under my belt. Although I didn't play, I was still around the team, still getting better mentally. So I think I'm going to come back this year. I got a big chip on my shoulder and I'm ready to go. I don't want to say too much else, but I'll be ready.
Absolutely. And obviously don't want to mention it too much, but with our uncertain times, has this, you know, at all concerned you about the season being postponed, scheduled, you know, canceled or changed at all? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well,
I don't like thinking about that. It makes me sad.
Yeah, like I know just for me, right, if I'm not going to get to play next season regardless, but I mean, for guys I know on the team going into their potentially last year, I don't know how that's going to maybe affect them, right, if they're going to be able to push their eligibility the following year or, you know, so that's definitely something we've kind of thought about. And, you know, it is kind of disconcerting when you're trying to think, okay, if there's no season, you know, in the next couple months, you know, then you're, you know, trying to look that far ahead and looking that far ahead is a lot more discouraging than training for the following season. But I mean, it's a process and it's a marathon, right? Not a sprint. So
for sure. Does this conversation come up in your team meetings at all, or is it just focusing on the lecture?
We're planning as if we're going to play.
We're planning like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Planning to win.
In the world we're in right now, it's day by day, right? So no one can predict the future.
Exactly. I mean, on the bright side though, everyone's at home all day. Like everyone's got a street in front of their house. Everyone has like body weight, so everyone can do some kind of workouts and everyone has lots of free time. So I mean, at the end of the day, even stretching is beneficial. So people have lots of time to get better and study their playbook. So if the season does happen,
we're ready.
We'll be ready for sure.
Perfect. And what are there any unique workouts you guys are doing outside, or is it all just kind of sprints and regular?
Yeah. Single leg stuff.
Yeah,
we all got knee problems, so a lot of single leg stuff, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That most people are probably squatting, and we're just, you know, working on.
For my co-op, I was strength and conditioning coach, so we're kind of playing around and making programs and stuff for ourselves.
Absolutely.
We're biking a lot too. Biking's just for fun. It's nice.
So you guys obviously talked about the goals and stuff. So what are some things that the team's been preparing? Is it changed at all with the times we're in, or is it all just everything's regular?
I mean, for the past couple of years, we keep talking about rebuild. I think we're past that now. I think we're definitely past the rebuild stage. I think we've rebuilt, and I think we're definitely like a strong competitor in the league. And I think, like you said, this year we got a lot of veteran players. I mean, we'll see in like a couple of weeks what happens, I guess, with the CFL draft and whatnot. See who's coming back. But regardless of who comes back and who doesn't, we're going to be strong. We got a good recruiting class, obviously, with this guy sitting beside me. So we're going to be strong, and, you know, we're going to be ready. And everyone's got the same mindset. We got to win a championship. We can't, everything else is not good enough.
Can't slow down.
Can't slow down.
For sure. And you guys are obviously planning like the seasons ago, and that's awesome. So is there any games on the schedule that you have circled, or is it you guys don't even worry about that?
Well, every year it's Laurier, but
Yeah.
I mean, last year the Western game, the regular season Western game got away from us, and that's a game for me personally. I want back because I mean that's the closest we've come to beating Western in a long time, and we really gave them a run for their money. And after the game, there was kind of a mutual respect built between them and our team because they realized finally, this isn't the old Waterloo, this is the new strong, Waterloo Warriors. And so that's a game I want back, as well as the Laurier game. That's always a big game, on the list for me. But
Yeah.
I want to beat Western this upcoming season.
And that's week 1, isn't it, at home?
Yeah.
Would you guys lose to Western last year by a combined 9 points or something like that in 2 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obviously says a lot of where the program has come, and and there's no doubt across our campus and across our administration that this is the season, right, to get over that hump. So everyone's believing that this is going to be the year. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it's good to hear. It's nice to see the crowd get bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah, and in Devon, you've been around for 4 or 5 years, right? So you've seen the program turn around.
And it's I don't even think it's close to leveling out. I think people are really buying in, and I think it started with Chris Bertoya, but it goes through, all our coaches, Coach DA, Coach Conway, we just lost a coach to Coach Tommy Kanashtis. I'm sorry, I can't say that probably, but he just went to Mary's, and that's hard because as much as the talent Bertoya brought in, it all started with them, with the coaching staff, and with the fundamentals and what they made important. That's what built our team. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for this, guys. Really appreciate getting together.
Stained. We just made dinner. Okay, how are you?
I know this is the life we're living right now, isn't
Whatever. Okay, here we go.
it? Exactly. Who cut your hair for you, Dev?
my girlfriend, but I got the idea from a few other people, and then I was just kind of sold on it. So.
That's awesome. So that's the Joe Exotic look?
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny, spice up the quarantine a little. It's getting a little
Exactly.
so.
I know, love it. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so for Mom Wendy,
Okay.
which of the 3 boys is the messiest?
Oh God, I have to answer this.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's putting you on the spot.
She doesn't want the
Yeah, Oh wow, this is a lot
It's
of
gonna
pressure.
get posted on YouTube.
It's gonna get
Whoever you
I'm
say,
gonna replay this. I'm gonna replay.
yeah, whoever you say is messiest is gonna be cleaner from now.
That's true.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
You can play it against us.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can play this.
I have to pick one, or can I say it's like kind of even, or is that lame and neutral?
You can do that too.
Yeah, let's be neutral and say we all have our days.
All right.
Okay, here's another one. We were talking about the grocery bill and how high that might be right now. So which boy drives that up the most? Which one eats the most?
Again, it's a 5. We're neutral.
We all eat a lot.
You all eat a lot. Okay.
Yeah, we all eat a lot. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not giving him much right
Yeah.
now.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so boring.
Oh, that's okay.
Be more exciting. Okay.
Say Aaron.
All right, Aaron.
This might be hard to remember back. I've got 2 young girls, so I'm all about they're always waking me up early. Do you remember which boy slept in the most, gave you the best sleep?
Who slept in
That's
the?
a tough one.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, is that hard to remember?
I feel like it would have been James.
No,
Wait, when we were babies?
when they're
Oh,
babies.
then-
God, that is a tough one. Who gave me the best sleeps?
Yeah, is that hard to remember?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say James. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say James. Because it goes down, right? And then yeah, as you go down, then it just.
The third
or
child.
I ignored him, one or the other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I might have just ignored him. Maybe I jumped a little harder for Dev, and then still harder for Jack, and then
Yeah.
it just.
Yeah. I like it. Which of the 3 showed interest in football at the earliest age?
Oh boy, that's
Jack.
yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack. I guess Jack would have slept with his football too. He did. He did. He slept with his football.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which boy did the best in high school in your opinion? Who brought home the best papers and the best grades and the best report cards?
This guy.
All right, let's say James.
Okay.
I know, but Jack's real smart too, and
Oh
Devon.
yeah.
Devon,
Yeah, but I didn't bring home Jack and James.
But you
grades.
had the most imagination
No,
when it came to papers.
But
like,
that's
huge.
not a great. That's like I.
This is putting me in a very difficult spot. I'm not happy about these questions.
Okay. They're all going to be so angry at you after this, aren't they?
Jeez. Yeah, that's.
We all know the answers too. We still want to hear them.
Which boy is a morning person?
Oh, a morning person? Well, I think it's a tie. Jack and James.
Okay. Dev's more of a night person.
Devon's a night, but more of a night hawk.
Night
Yeah.
hawk. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That one wasn't too bad, was it?
Nope.
Okay.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
Aaron's a morning person.
Which of the three is the best dancer? Or do either of them, any of them like dancing?
Best dancer?
Jack's the best cheerleader.
Whoa.
No, I actually am. I'm a good bass.
I'm a good
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a good bass.
Well, depending, you both got moves.
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go with Jack.
Okay.
All right.
Which of the three watches the most TV?
Oh, that's a toss up too. I don't know.
Definitely James.
James, most TV. I'd say no. That's a tie. That's
Okay.
a three-way tie. Shut
Three-way
up. These girls are in the.
Bring them in.
Okay, you not answer it then. Devon watches the most TV. No, I'd say it's a tie. We all watch movies.
Sorry, James. It's almost over. Last question.
Okay.
Which one of your boys is ready for this quarantine to be over?
Oh God. Well, that would be everyone.
Yeah.
That would be everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are your girls?
They're 6 and 3.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah. So we're it's lots of crafting over here. Oh man.
Lots of crap.
Lots of crafting. Yeah, for sure.
I'll be happy when they go
You
back
do
to
a lot of
school.
crafting too. Yeah. Have the whole table filled with stuff.
Oh man.
Right, we did.
Play-Doh.
Yeah, we did. All
You did?
filled with stuff. Crafting was fun. Glitter. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
We bought a trampoline though, so that's kept them busy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Maybe were my questions answered okay?
That was great.
All right.
Yeah, you did great.
That's all I had for you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice to meet you.
You as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'll let you know once it's going live, okay?
Yeah, sounds
Great.
good.
Stay safe. Hope we can see you on campus soon.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
See you soon.
Yeah, talk to you soon, guys. Bye.
And James just giggles. Oh
I
man.
love it. James is like, what are you doing to me?